kind of early this morning, so I woke up and I had thought, so I do this video and thinking about the Comet again, like Comet Iceland, and then it hit me. I'm like, oh, that kind of reminds me of a warning shot, metaphorical, off the bow from a ship. It's like, I wonder if that's
like Abba's way of doing a shot off the bow, like warning, or take notice, or like it's a harbinger for something. And like since patterns repeat, so I did some digging and some research and did a search for Comet, and it came up. So I wanted to do this video first as encouragement, because I know that we're in some trying times. So Psalm 23, and this is in to the eyes, there's like an Aramaic. So Yehova is my shepherd, I do not lack. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He turns back my beam. He leads me in paths. When we've been over this word, it's the root is a circuit of righteousness, Yadi, for his name's sake. When I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You spread before me a table in the face of my enemies. You have anointed my head, and my cup runs over. Only goodness and kindness follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of Yehova to the length of days. If you go back to the Hebrew, in the concept, the shadow of death is despair, danger, or tragedy, which is understood as a deep impenetrable darkness. Action is sink, pray, shout, growth, deliver. The object is shadow, image, shade, near, tree, deep, bowl, and definition, a place of shadows. In translation, shadow, the dark figure cast on the surface by a body, intercepting the rays of light, the rays from a light source. Shadow defense. So, I will be doing another video about a dream I had in November, but I have to break this down so it won't be so overwhelming. I can tend to go overboard on some. But then here is shadow of death. The Hebrew language rarely includes compound words, two words put together to form one word. One of the few compound words in Hebrew is mavet, which is the word zal, meaning shadow, and mavet, meaning death. The shadow of death is despair, danger, and tragedy, which is understood as deep, impenetrable darkness. So we may be walking through a valley, and people are unsure and questioning things, and so I just think that he's wanting to encourage, and in this word valley, guy, the parent root is this guy, a word meaning pride and a sense of lifting oneself up to a high position. The word guy is a valley, a place surrounded by high walls. While a valley can be a place of beauty, it can also be a place of darkness and defenselessness. And I'm sure we all are feeling that because things are so out of control, and we're watching things happening at a pretty intense pace. So here's the thought that I woke up with this morning, a shot across the bows. I'll link this and you can look it up and where it came from, origins, and the sailor's word book, digested nautical terms. So this is what they used to do as a warning shot. So I'm like, So kind of developed from there. I've been thinking about this for a while. And what was interesting is this Comet Honda. So it made me think of the shot across the bow, discovered by Minoru Honda, December 3rd, 1948, and it's 45p. So that would be that Comet.
And I did, let's see, what else was it? So we did that one. And timeline. So I started thinking about, okay, so 48, what's the timeline? And look, here we have, around this time, UN Resolution 194, and then it goes into the patterns of what happened in the war during that time frame. And phase 1, phase 2, and you can look at that. And I thought this was interesting because I've been looking up a lot, trying to understand a little bit more, like what's the origins of this, and there's something more to this, and I think what I'm thinking about. So I started looking deeper into it, and there was. So we'll pull this back up, and again I'm going to look at the translot, which is tightly wrapped, and then the idiom of Lot's wife and the pillar of salt. So I thought this was really cool. Salt and Lot's wife is a translation of Hebrew. I'm not going to butcher this. Naziv Malak, a Hebrew euphemism idiom meaning a stroke, thrombosis. That Lot's wife looked backwards is a hint that we should look backwards at this phrase. Okay? And Malak's is a reversal of this here. It's long to be strong, healthy. Okay, it is also a meaning dream. Compare dreams near trauma from dormant, and Naziv is a reversal about mud. So she became paralyzed and couldn't move, stuck in the mud in her veins. Hence, Greek thrombosis. All this has nothing to do with salt, but is related to not having health. So we can look at these situations and be paralyzed in fear and not move, but that's not going to help. So I wanted to put this out here, and I don't know what everything that's happening. I don't know how things are going to happen, but things are happening. So, and I also looked up Lot, and it goes along with what the ancient Hebrew stated. So, but means to wrap closely or to envelop. This verb occurs just a few times. It simply denotes wrapping of an object. The sword of Goliath, whose name strikingly comes from the verb meaning to uncover. Sometimes it serves to indicate gloom or suppression, and so meaning covering. Besides, this name Lot only occurs in Isaiah 25:7-8. So could it be that the days of Lot's also days of covering and veil? And so maybe he, as we defeat the Goliath, it's uncovering what's been hidden. So I just thought that was a really interesting take on that. So we'll go and look at the picture again here. So Comet, this is why I put that in there, and we're going to look at the table. I'm going to stop this. Okay. Doing that. So timeline chronology of Israel's war for independence in 1948, which I thought was really interesting because the comet was discovered in 1948. So he's having us go back. So here is the table that I did. So I just put in comet, and because we're at the time frame we're in a warning shot across, and then I did the numbers here. So it's at a skip of 7, numbers 11:6 to 11:10, and here is the Shen, and we'll look at the scripture. Locate letter. And the people went about and gathered it, and ground it in mills, or beat it into a mortar, and baked it in pans, and made cakes. So I thought it was really interesting for the the time we're in, you make latkes, kind of like a little potato pancake. So there you have it on that. And when I put in the numbers, so here's Yod, Aleph, Vav, the 6, 11, 6, it comes up with Bibi Netanyahu. I mean, I did 45 because it's Comet 45 and it has a larger tower, grower, a bull, and again, Bibi Netanyahu comes up in a different way, and we all know that's not how his name's spelled. So again, here's something being revealed. I'm not sure what, but I needed to put this out here. So I mean, the concept of bulls being offered in Scripture is very profound. So, maybe protection and praying for covering for him. I mean, I think we're in some troubling times right now, and I wanted to show some more on this, and we're just going to go through and search this out. So here's the Comet. In his search, and it comes up, quite a few times. Not only did, that's the primary search, because I just wanted to get an idea of the theme through the scriptures that this comes up, so this would be a whole other layer of the scriptures. So we already have the cakes, which is the time we're in, and I wanted to, because I've been through this a little bit, looking through it, and I really wanted to, there was something that came up in one of them, and I didn't save it, but Bobby, policeman, like Bobby is a policeman in England, so I don't know if there's a connection with that. I'm sure there is, but that was something that kind of concerns me. Maybe somebody needs to be vetted more, I don't know. And here it is. And it came to pass on the 7th day that they rose early about the dawning of the day and went around the city for a same manner 7 times. Only on that day they went around the city 7 times. Now I know that they're going to be going around in Jerusalem for the coin and stuff that they found, and the 50 days and stuff, or the 50-year celebration. So just as concept to be careful and pray for him, pray for Bibi Netanyahu. So you see here, it's the same letters or the same numbers, and I'm just going to search it through here just to let people see. And again, I do this because I transpose numbers and transpose letters and things come up. And here it again. So there's a theme about this, and we're just going to look. Bibi Netanyahu. Okay. I'm going to go through and pull up another one. So I hope the other one comes up about the policeman. But you can kind of get a general idea. The theme of this, here's Jeremiah. Jeremiah sunk in the mire. Wow. So we'll just look this up. Twice. Okay. See if there's the same theme coming up through them. So again, it's his word. So he is revealing these things in here. Wow, tent. So this time it came up tent, like it's a reflection of something. That's why I put in, okay, well, yeah, absolutely. So where this is, that would be here. So we're going to show that, okay. So what I wanted to do is see here, now we'll just pull up these. So here is 38, so that would be Lamed, and Het, and 4, Dalet, Okay, and then the same thing would be 30, 8, het. Okay, or you can break them down like different. That's just what I do. It makes sense. So nothing came up with that. So that's very interesting. So what we'll do. So the words prior to that came up. So it would be 30. I'm sorry. It's something open. Oh, it's tough. 38. Het. And I guess you could even do like 8-4 because that would be a possible root or something. So you go back in ancient Hebrew and it ransack. Okay. So this is different things that's coming up with this. You know, maybe, and then here's numbers, the 7, that's the one. So cakes of it, and then baked it in pans and made cakes of it, and the taste of it was like the taste of fresh oil. Wow, that's like speaking about Hanukkah. Numbers, how cool is that? So that's really neat. So we'll just, again, I think I already did this one, but let's just do it again. 11, so I don't know how to do transpose numbers, so I apologize for that. And then just do 11, 10, so lower it again. So you can so there is just some profound things going on right now. So we'll go further and just see what, what other, the taste of it was like a fresh oil. Wow, what times we're in. So Moses was displeased. So we'll go through, I don't know why this is freezing, so come on. So there's a lot that this came up in, and so you can go through and look at different, so here's Ezra, let's look at Ezra. And it is coming up in the Torah, it's coming up in the Tanakh, so there's themes through this. Bless thee, sovereign Elohim of our fathers, who has put such a thing as was in the king's heart to beautify the house of the sovereign which is in Jerusalem, and Yahweh. So we'll just look and see what's in this one. Okay, so it comes up several times, so it's not like it's, unimportant or there's not enough, but just look at the theming of this. So we'll do 7 and then 10, and then do, let's see what comes up here. So that's het and het. So I wanted to at least put this out here. So and I don't understand why the Bobby and the, there it is. Here it came up again. It came up in another table. So cop, policeman, constable. I don't know what that is. Flatfoot, bull, officer, Bobby. So why is this coming up in the theme for Bibi Netanyahu? I don't know. But maybe, just for protection, and Abba protect him, and that we not get discouraged, because he is coming. He's in charge. He has established this. He's the one that's revealing this. And we have to look at him and not trust in any man. We have to trust in him alone, because he's the one that has established Israel. So I just want to encourage you, and please pray for protection. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Shalom.